Ray's like getting an inferiority complex because Avison just pwned someone so much harder than she could.
Yeah.
December back attacked the dead guy.
Yeah, rookie. No, we'll never know.
Meanwhile, like burning hand somebody.
Okay, after a while, I run down and I'm like,
dead. We need to run off this ship because it's sinking, right?
The water level is rising.
So
I would probably run down and be like, I'm
Then
here,
I
guys,
run.
I'm ready.
yeah.
Oh no, that joke again. No, it's season 1 joke. Don't bring it back.
What's season 1 joke?
Lily always
She's
comes
running
late.
after the battle, like, hey guys, I'm here.
How fast can I run with a shattered leg?
Your leg is not shattered. He critical
Oh.
you in the leg, but he rolled for no ill effect, so you just
Oh,
have
I
a
see.
big nasty wound.
Okay. And let's get the F out of here.
But I'm searching for stuff on the ship
Yeah.
because remember we were convinced that there was a reason they're trying to sink their ship instead of letting us board.
Right.
Does your
So you're
wizard
searching
have the
around,
ability to detect magic?
It's like look for traps, like remove carpets, like.
I ultimately am heading for the captain's quarters because we seem to always find things in the captain's quarters.
Well, I mean, if you're a captain, where do you hide your wealth? You know,
Right.
in your bedroom. Under the blankets.
She uses
yeah,
ability
you-
to remove.
Was that an innuendo or was
Everyone
that,
knows
like-
where Neal's things are hidden now.
I meant to say under the mattress, but it came out blankets because people hide cash. I don't know.
Now we
Captain
know
always hides his
Neil.
treasures in his bedroom under his blanket.
Oh yeah.
But when he's walking, no, because that's only if he's in bed that would be dirty in the slightest way. But he's normally not in bed, so that doesn't even make sense. That's a stretch.
I was just asking if that's what you meant.
No, that is not what I meant. That's never what I meant.
Get it before he went and explained about the sex.
Anyway, so I go to the captain's quarters.
Neal! Lies.
Now
I
Neil.
know it's a filthy lie. I love this show, but
I can't wait for you to name another ship.
Are we back with Lillian?
yeah, I was gonna actually flip over to December. You've been searching about and haven't found anything really. You know, you found a little bit here, like, oh, this person had some copper coins, which I don't want to carry around because they're not worth their weight. Like, why bother? It's like carrying pennies for you. Not worth it.
I'm rich.
Eventually, you make it to the captain's quarters. You open the door, and it's like a really nice room. It's very decorative. There's lots of intricate wood carvings. There's a beautiful mahogany desk that's over there. There's all sorts of maps and charts laying about. He's got his bed. There's a foot locker at the bottom of his bed. There's a nice big dresser in there.
And do I see that there's like any around the corners or anything where anyone could be hiding?
Yeah, so you start peering around and see absolutely nobody.
So I check the foot locker first.
Nice.
It is locked.
I shout for the rest, and I'm like, "Hey guys, I need you to help me carry stuff." And then while I'm waiting for them to come, because they can hear me from up there, right?
Probably.
So we're still biting at this time. Battling, right? At this time.
No, this
No,
would be
no.
a little bit after you're battling because it took her a while to get to the captain's quarters.
Okay.
And then I look in like the closet and the desk.
You open his closet, and there's a lot of normal captain outfits and stuff. Give me a. Uh-oh. All right, so you notice that they're at the back of his. So you're looking at his like giant bureau sort of thing, and your thief skills kick in. You're like, wait a minute. This
Nice.
is not as deep as it should be. There should be an extra like 6 inches
Ah!
behind this wall.
Knock knock. Who's there? A treasure.
I yell, "Bring the axe!"
And I'm like,
I run back and pull the axe from the dead man's shattered fingers.
The four of you arrive with the axe.
Oh, I'm there now.
Yeah, you're all there now. The
Um,
ship is listing further and further to the side,
Like
and the water
jumping
level is
like
rising.
I say, "Quick! That closet is 6 inches shallower than it should be. There's something hidden behind the wall." Please very carefully open up that wall, and I'm gonna keep looking for a key to this footlocker. So I'm like looking around in all the places someone would hide a key.
Okay. Avison, you crack it open with a couple of good whacks, and at first you can't really see much because you just like create a hole, but you start tearing at it with your strength. You and Faye together manage to rip off the fake wall, and behind it you see a ball gown, a long flowing white and pink ball gown.
Do we recognize it from the wedding?
No.
Okay, so it's not that.
Very interesting.
It's beautiful. Take it.
Alright, let's go,
Yeah,
let's go.
let's take it.
Let's go.
Okay. You pull it out, and you also notice behind it there's a very large pair of heels and a couple of other like really girly outfits.
Is this stolen from that one? What's that one? With the
Stardust?
yeah, Stardust. Is this from Stardust?
No,
Okay.
not intentionally.
But is it the same?
I mean, you're not sure. What do you think these are for?
Have you guys seen Stardust?
No.
There's a pirate ship captain who is a cross-dresser.
But it's
Well,
not.
that's what it
It's
sounds
Robert
like.
De Niro as a pirate ship captain who wears women's outfits. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Which
great.
is also kind of a spoiler. for it,
Turns
but
out
it's,
he was a cross-dresser.
it's one of my favorite scenes in that movie
Yeah. Anyway,
because he's like he's this like horrible, bloodthirsty pirate captain, and then people walking on him like twirling and dancing to like really girly French music.
is there anything else back there, or just those?
No, just those.
We'll figure out what it is after we move it onto our ship.
I look underneath like his desk.
Yeah, so I've
And
been like
underneath
rummaging
the
through
carpet.
drawers and like under
find,
pillows and mattresses.
You find a bar of gold, like a solid bar of gold,
Nice.
and a small sack of gems. A couple,
Where was that?
A couple, what do you call them? Glass. Not a jar. What is the thing of? Not a flask. What's the thing of rum?
A vial. Oh, a
A
bottle.
bottle? Isn't there a different word
Bib?
for it?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Not quite.
You find a couple bottles of really nice rum.
Nice.
Like, it looks nice.
I hold
The
it up
labels
and I
look
raise
nice,
my
the
eyebrows
bottles
to
look nice.
Faye like this.
I'm like, I'm still covered in blood. I'm like,
But no key still. I'm not finding like under the mattress. I'm
No.
like checking
Underneath
the
the
bottom of the drawer.
table, carpets.
what
We
is
know
it? Is
that.
it
No
like
keys.
it's a lock door? What is it?
Yeah, it's a lock on the chest.
It's okay. We can figure it out after, guys. We
Yeah,
can
we
just
can
bring
carry
the
it
Let's
out.
chest.
just take the chest. So let's take all the booty. Faye or Avison, you guys mind carrying this really heavy chest? Because I'm a lowly little thief and I can't carry things.
Don't mind.
Do it.
So we do
You
a
guys
last
shoulder the equipment
inspection.
and start to head back up. By now, the ship is listed pretty heavily, and you notice your crew members are nervously looking, but breathe a visible sigh of relief when you show up, actually out of the deck.
Yay!
With a freaking chest.
The chest
So
over
we-
your shoulder.
We go to our ship. Do, 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 do.
Is the chest the only
Victory!
thing you took out of the room?
No, we took the dress and the heels and the jewels.
Everything that was behind the
Oh,
cabinet,
we've
the
covered
gems, the
everything.
money.
And the
Okay.
And we took a pretty good look at the room. Like, before she leaves, Lily gives a good look everywhere.
Do
Yeah.
you have detect magic anymore? Can you do
Nah,
that?
not right now.
Okay.
I mean, are we sure we want to leave now, girls? We're good. We're good. Satisfied?
Can
I guess so.
Oh,
the ship is sinking.
yeah, fuck that. I was about to say let's loot the bodies, but whatever.
Yeah. You guys get all the equipment over back onto your ship, the Bananar? Bananan? I don't know.
Bananars.
Bananars, yeah. You get all your gear over there
We're pirates!
as the other ship tilts more and more to the one side. And barrels and things have been falling off the deck and land in the water and start floating out.
I mean, if we still feel like we wanted to explore it more, I could help out December. Go underneath the water and breathe for a while.
I think we
I don't know. Do we think?
exhausted it.
I guess we're good.
December was looking for a long time.
Yeah.
I did look in lots of rooms, Neil. Like lots and lots.
With
the
our
eyes-
thieves' senses.
Yeah, there wasn't anything really valuable anywhere else other than the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Okay.
And the girls didn't notice.
Did I find like a brig or anything?
you did come across an empty brig.
What's a brig?
Like
Jail?
a jail.
Jail for a ship.
Okay, let's let it sink. We've done our worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farewell, royal ship. You are a royal ship, but now you are not a royal ship. Farewell.
Wooden ships don't really sink very well. You know, they'll fill up to their point where they balance. So it kind of just like tilts to its side and like sinks part way below the waves, but just kind of like floats there for a bit.
You guys want to play with it or anything? Like,
Fire!
We could
I
loot
mean, it's
the
like tilted on its side, so half of the part that's above water is like soaked wood that has been underwater. I'm not saying you can't burn it, but that most of it's water.
let's write Animoy on it in fire. Let's burn Animoy into the
Do you want to
side
go
and
check
leave it.
out the bodies?
How?
Can't. It's like
It's like sideways.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's floating like this, and the side of the hull is up. So
Mhm.
let's char with like a torch. Let's char Animoy into the side of the boat before we leave as a warning. To all
Okay,
those who
okay,
come back.
okay. I'm down.
Okay. It takes a little bit of work, but eventually you guys managed to do it. I mean, with a combination of rowboats and ropes and whatnot, you guys managed to do it.
Now we cheer.
Brilliant. Yay!
All right, and we split the treasure. That's if in terms of money and jewels and stuff, we do the normal split. And I vote we give a share to Avison since she was very valuable in this battle.
okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Let's give
I
a
think
bonus
we
to
should-
the 4 people that survived because
Yeah.
2 of their buddies.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
can split the remainder. Or hammer fist.
Should we do a funeral? You know, the water funeral? You put them on little boats and you like
Push them
push
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
away.
we should do a sea burial for sure. Lily
Okay.
should say.
You
Lily
have
should say a
Vex
few
body.
words.
The other guy, the half orc, I forget his name.
He fell in the water.
Crag he's floating way back there.
We already gave him a
So-
burial.
So we'll do like a little fake one, like a little like a flower or something, and we'll push the flower and
Yeah, a
we'll push
memorial.
back, whatever.
Ceremonial pirates.
Lily, you should say a few words over the memorial.
I would like to thank our fellow our fellow seamen. I would like to thank our fellow seamen for their service. They were very honorable in battle. Well, dishonorable. It was great having them around. We're gonna miss them. Especially the half ogre. It was really cool.
There's no half ogre.
What? But what about the half ogre you told?
Those are
Half
half
orc.
orc.
Half orc. Especially the half orc. He was really cool. I think
Here,
Faye
come
liked
here.
him.
Well,
Do you guys
now
have
that's
some
settled.
words to say?
Zach
Here,
was
here.
a small minotaur, but he was a minotaur. And we were so glad that he was our friend. And if not our friend, at least a small minotaur with which we were acquainted. Also, there was our friend the half orc. Not a whole orc, but sometimes half one thing and half another is even better than a whole something. We were glad he was here, but now he's not.
He
So
will be
we wish
missed.
he was. And then December stands quietly.
This is the funniest funeral ever. Faye, do you have anything to say?
Well, I'm not laughing, but I'm like,
I'm not laughing either, man. Lily is sad, okay?
I'm laughing.
December like kind of like starts to have a really furrowed brow and asks Faye, will you teach me how to pray?
you just don't say anything. That's how you pray.
Okay.
Think in your head. And guys, I think we need another minute or
Yeah.
Bro, we need a whole crew, right? So
I
we
mean-
can keep our eye out for one.
We did avenge them. Maybe we should try to remember them by doing something they liked. Drinking.
We could have a party.
They did like to party.
Yeah,
Got
we
some
know where
beer.
we recruit pirates. Is there like a
Uh,
pirate town That would be fun to go.
Ooh.
Recruiting pirates is something that's difficult to do. You've done it in the past, but a lot of people are not really on board with being pirates, and you can tell some of your crew members that you had before seemed to like not really realize that they had signed up for a pirate gig, and at first were kind of hesitant to do it, but eventually just gave in because it's like, well, shit, what am I gonna do? Be like, I don't want to be a pirate, and they're just gonna kill me. So you had one reluctant person. He's kind of grown into it.
Okay.
He hasn't
Wow,
died yet.
there's no like pirate ports or like pirate bays. Like,
If there are, you do not know of them.
yeah.
Okay, so we just came from Fada.
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 That even reading that word made me laugh out loud on the bus today. For some reason.
Fada.
I
Sure
can't
it's not
remember where
Feta?
Fada.
No. It's Fada.
It's Beta.
Fada. I don't. Is it? How do I spell it? F-E-Y-D.
F-E-D-A-H. Feda.
E-A-H. Ah. Fada. Okay, so we sailed from Fada. Where were we going? We were sailing along the coast toward Ulthuan, right?
I mean, right
Were
now
we after pearls or?
we wanted to get our ballista fixed. We wanted to. There was a thing that Hammerfist had found underneath the table, like a paper thing written in Dwarven. So we wanted to get that decrypted. And now we need a new Minotaur, so we need to do some recruiting.
Let's go to Minotaur Town.
So, Neil, about where are we at this point? Because I think we sailed along the coast, like northeast.
Oh, and we got the unopened
Yeah.
chest as well that we just looted.
I don't remember.
Do you want to take a
Take a quick break and then one
quick
more
take a
half
quick
hour?
quick break and we'll figure it out and then we'll do the last 30 minutes.
No, I'll just say that you guys were in between Sunder and Cena.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's sail on to Sea Spire because it's a big town but not a huge crossing. Try to find some people and
But,
restock.
Neil, wouldn't the chest be in wood and we have an axe and we could just like cut through the chest?
It's really thick oak. If you
mean-
want to try hacking through the chest, you're welcome
We're
to
like
try.
hacking off
Well-
the lock.
Wait,
Yeah.
Or hacking.
guys,
Can I try
I
to pick
could.
the lock?
Wait,
Yeah, you can
wait.
totally try and pick the lock.
I should detect magic first, though. What if it's a magical chest, and by opening it, we ruin the thing inside? I can detect tomorrow, and if it's not magical, then you can pick lock.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna pick.
It'll take you a day to get to where you're going anyway.
Okay.
A
Do you
couple
guys
days.
want to go that close or do you want to go farther away because people may have heard something?
Well, they didn't really know they were looking for us named Bananas, so we're probably still undercover.
Well, maybe we should go all the way to Ulthuan.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll sail for Ulthuan.
Ulthuan. Okay. The next day, you get your detect magic spell. You memorize it. You detect magic on the box.
Yeah.
No magic on it.
Okay, let's go. December.
December, you pick locks is 5, so d20 plus 5.
Ooh, I
You
hope
need
it's
20 or higher.
Wait, I need to be there for the roll.
18.
18, you do not pick the lock.
Can
How
she
much
try
do I have to
again?
get? Pick the lock.
20. You can keep trying.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
No.
Yeah, an attempt takes up to 10 minutes. So you can just try it forever until you eventually get it.
Go, go, go.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yay! If
So,
at first
we
you don't succeed, pick the lock again.
Yeah, within 20 minutes or so, you manage to finish fussing with it, and it clicks and it opens up.
Good job, December.
Hooray! I'm a thief.
Better than Abigail ever did.
Inside the chest is a big fat diary, series
Nice.
of maps and boring official-looking documents.
Are the official
And a
looking
pair of
documents
shoes.
things? Oh, a pair of shoes. Are they nice?
Yeah, sure. They're nice
Ooh.
shoes.
While I still have detect magic, I'm gonna detect magic
next
on
man's shoes.
all the loot, the shoes, the dress, and everything.
But wouldn't you have seen it the first time?
While I was
Shoes
looking
over?
on the chest, now I'm looking at the things you looted.
No, there's nothing magical.
Ah!
You would have seen it through the chest.
So I hand.
No, I talk about the clothes that were not in the chest. Like the dress and the shoes.
Okay, sorry.
So
The stuff from behind the closet.
Yeah.
I hand the shoes to the nearest crew member who they look like they would fit. I'm like, bonus, and I give it to them. And then
He looks at the shoes and is like, "These fancy things? Who do you think I am? A noble?"
Well, sometimes in life.
Sell them.
He shrugs,
Please.
takes them, and goes back into his quarters with them.
Last time I gave you a bonus. And then I take the official-looking documents and I take them to Lily. And I'm like, Lily, can you read these? Are any of these like official
I will
boat documents
study
that
this.
we can use to, counterfeit our boat like last time when we didn't have the documents?
Good idea. I like it. I start reading through everything.
It's really tedious and like there's a stack of them. Most of the stuff is just like, I hereby promote so and so to the rank of captain, and I don't know what documents a ship needs to keep, but just like the boring stuff that is not useful.
Okay.
You do find like a set of actual ship papers and ship logs that say
Ooh,
this ship was
sick.
commissioned by this person, for this person, paid for this person, by this person, on
I
this day
keep
at this
this.
place and this time, who is the father of this person, and the blah 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 blah.
Okay, so I keep
we
this
can
one.
use those to pretend they're for our ship. Like they don't say.
I mean, they describe the name of the ship, the make of the ship. Like, they describe the ship fairly well. Because back in the day, you didn't have pictures, so you had to use words to paint pictures.
Would it be obvious that this was not our ship?
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is in there? Maps and
Diary.
Diary.
I
Okay, so-
read this.
Yeah, what's the diary?
It's the captain's account of the ship, Today, on this day, this happened. Today, on that day, that
It's a
happened.
captain's log.
Well, I look
Captain's log.
until I look more for either the guy that we just sold our ship to, like his name, like the lord from the town, his name. I look for it through the book, and I also look at the latest logs to see if he's talking about us.
Yeah, was he talking about pirates or like searching for anyone in particular?
I look for Animoy, ship, pirates.
No.
So we just happened upon a royal ship and attacked it. That's good.
Lame. Does it say that they were like merchants or anything? What does it say they were doing?
They were patrolling the oceans of His Royal Highness.
Patrolling.
Well- Still, I'm gonna keep that book as my bedtime story thing that I'm gonna read every night until I finish it. So if there's something important in it, it's gonna be read at some point.
There's some juicy gossip in there that you'll get to at some point.
I'm gonna read it. And if it's good, I'm gonna share it with the crew, like, especially the good stuff.
I check the map and I compare it to the map we have.
It's
Ooh.
more or less the same. The coastline's a little bit different here, a little bit different there, but you can just chalk that up to cartography issues.
Okay, and is there like any notes? I turn it around, I check everywhere.
And there's
It looks
nothing,
pretty normal.
No
there's
magic on
nothing
it?
in the book about the dress or anything.
I looked through it.
I mean, not yet. You can't read a whole person's diary in a few minutes. You got
Yeah.
So, you guys are headed to Ulthuana. You can read through the captain's log. I mean, there's not much for you to do all day, Lily, so you could read through the captain's log by the time you get there.
Okay.
There's a juicy bit in there about a certain someone's quivering thigh and that sort of thing. There's a bit in there about a girl he likes.
What's a
Ooh.
quivering thigh?
Quivering as in like shaking.
Quivering is a word that is very commonly jokingly used in romance novels in this country because you quiver with sexual desire
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh god.
Google quivering thighs. Are you really gonna?
You're gonna get
I don't
every
get it. I don't
erotic-
get the exact translation. Quivering.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell to all the girls, come here, and I'm gonna read them that part.
Does it say anything about her dress or her shoes?
Them!
I
did you-
pasted the French translation for you. in chat. No, it speaks nothing of dresses or shoes.
You gave her the actual French translation.
That's what Google Translate tells me the French translation. Is that not, Jen, is that not it? Is that a lie?
That's it, but it's so funny.
It's meant to be, erotic.
Okay. It's cool.
Yeah.
It seems like it's possible.
Yeah.
That's what Google Translate tells me, guys. Best I can do for you.
It's leg spasm like the dragon.
No,
So you
it's not
actually
leg
said
spasm.
So you actually said in the diary you find something about.
Yeah, I mean, it's just talking about like this girl that he likes, and oh my, her thighs, and this one time when we were there, and like it doesn't speak directly on what happened, but it talks around the subject enough to know that there's a special lady that he has back in town that he visits sometimes.
Do we have her name?
Which town? The town is called
Oh shit, we have info.
Belwick. That is where he's from.
And what's her
Belwick.
name?
Her name is Sandra.
So we could find Sandra for Belwick just for the lulz.
Why?
We're pirates. What
How
else do we have to
killed
do?
her
We'll just tell
We
her.
kind of owned your little lover.
Well, also, it's worth noting that Sandra is married.
Oh!
Sandra.
We
Ooh, that's when I
could
go like,
blackmail.
oh, gossip.
Blackmail.
Yeah, maybe she's married to a lord or something.
No, it specifically notes that she's married to a wealthy merchant. It was an arranged marriage by her parents that she's not very into, but she's doing it for the family and that sort of thing.